A lot of people would say that a lot of the segments I've done so far for Hate Week come across like first world problems. These sound like some first world problems. I'm sick and tired of these first world problems fucks. Because, you know, it started off as a joke, but now people use it in all seriousness to sort of dismiss the emotional suffering of others. I'm not talking about severe emotional suffering. I'm talking about like, fuck, the toaster burnt my toast. And that was my last 2 pieces of toast. First world problem. People are starving somewhere. People died in a tsunami. You sitting here bitching about toast. You think about how good you got it. It's like, first of all, if my emotional reaction to burning the toast was equivalent to their emotional reaction of facing a tsunami, I could understand you saying, what the fuck? But it's not. It's just, damn, burnt toast. That's it. Maybe I bitch about it a little longer if it's a particularly grumpy day. But I ain't getting to my fucking hands and knees like, oh God, why? Why have you taken my toast and burned it? Then you can say, hey man, first world problems. But when someone's just like, gee shucks, burnt the toast, not an appropriate time for you to play your first world problems card, okay? And since when did human suffering only count against all other human suffering? Like, since when is it just like a comparison thing? You know? These aren't normally the kind of things we put in competition, like, I've got cancer. Well, I've got AIDS. That's worse. No, cancer's worse. No, AIDS is worse. They're both fucking bad. And it's like the very same, you know, I could be sitting here and like, oh, I broke my leg. Ugh, sucks, can't move around. Oh, first world problems. Children in Africa are starving. You go to the very starving children in Africa and be like, oh, you're starving, huh? Yeah, well, look at that boy over there. He's starving and he's lost both his arms and legs. And those wolves dragged him back to their den to use him as a fucking breeding post. So be lucky you're not him! I mean, does that make the starving children any more well off just because someone else is suffering worse? No! And it goes all the way up the scale. When I burn my toast, I do suffer. It's a small amount of suffering. It's just, But it's still legit. It's still a real thing. Don't try to just erase that or my ability to express that because it's there within me, whether you find it a fitting complaint when you take the bigger picture or not.